Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Today is the day. We have goodies. We're about to make this interior a whole lot better. What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today we are installing the Sparco steering wheel, the NRG quick release, and then the short hub adapter to make all of this stuff work in the Laguna Seca E36 M3. It is going to be a good video. Well, let me show you why it's going to be a good video. Okay, so like you're at a car show and you're coming up to the car like, oh dude, this thing is sick. It's got a white cage, like Sparco seats. Wow, that looks so good. What, bro, like what is that? No, but for real, you guys, this car, I mean, it looks so good. Everything that we've done, all this hard work, and you get to the steering wheel and it's just like, it just doesn't really fit the interior anymore. I also finally got a shift boot for the center, so we're gonna do all that today. Man, it is gonna be a good video. Believe it or not, I actually ordered all of this off of Amazon. It was all available on Amazon and came in like 2 days. So I don't know exactly how to install this. I'm just gonna kind of figure it out. This is the adapter, I guess, to make the horn and everything work. And then this is the quick release. I feel like having a quick release for the steering wheel is probably a good idea because the way that I sit in this, I like to have it a little close up and it's pretty difficult to get out with the steering wheel in the way. So having a quick release really makes it that much easier to just pop it off, move it out of the way, get out of the car. So first of all, here is the boot that I got. It's kind of cool. It's like just a generic, I don't know what you would call it, shift boot, leather shift boot. It's got the little M stripes on it, and then I just wrapped it around my old piece that clips in. And so it also came with an e-brake boot to match. I haven't done the whole e-brake assembly stuff yet. We'll address that at another time, but let's look at this wheel, bro. So the cool thing is it's got these little horn covers and it's blue. I mean, come on. It's got black and blue. I might just do black, but let me show you guys this wheel, baby. Okay. Yes, sir. Super simple and basic. Alcantara, simple, black and white. I mean, I know you guys can see it. Like, yes, sign me up. That will work in this car. I will take it. It's got the flat bottom. It's real thin. It's a lot smaller. So I actually found a video online that shows how to put this on. It's a different wheel, but I'm pretty sure it's the same concept. There's actually like a bunch of videos on how to do this online, so we're not gonna do like a DIY today, but I'm gonna show you guys me doing it and the difference afterwards, because really, that's what we're here for. You wanna see me pull that crummy one out and you wanna see this beautiful one go in. So that's what we're gonna do. Before I started on anything, I disconnected the battery, let that sit for 10 to 15 minutes so all the airbag stuff turns off. But right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the boot in. It's super easy, just like slips and clips right in, and then we'll start working on this. Hello, sir. You, go on. Dude, like, come on. That looks amazing. It looks so good. So I did order this piece from BMW, still waiting on it, and then we'll slowly assemble all the stuff back here. This e-brake, it's actually broken, so I need to figure out how to fix this. That will be fun, is what that will be. Not sure what's going on. The button is stuck in there, so yeah, I don't know. I gotta diagnose it. So the first order of business is going to be disassembling this. We're gonna have to pop off this bottom piece. I'm just gonna use a pick tool and pop it down. And then there's some wires we got to disconnect in here. And then we got some T25s on the back of here we got to pull off. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, but I've done a bunch of steering wheels in my day, man. And honestly, the older the car, usually the easier they are. The newer ones are kind of a pain in the butt with all the springs and everything. So I'm gonna get to it, knock it out, pull this thing out, and yeah, super excited to see the new one. Do this. Look at the size difference, dude. It's crazy. It's like so much smaller. This just looked really big in that interior. This is gonna be amazing. So basically, from what I'm figuring out, this part, the inner part, clock spring, that will need to come off of there, and then it goes onto here. I think that's it. So this part you would put onto here, onto the back of this, like that. And then this part would go onto this. I think what I'm gonna do, because this does not fit onto this. Like these 3 holes don't line up with these 3 holes. These are smaller. So maybe I have like, I don't know, maybe it's just not the right one. I don't know, kind of weird. Editing John here. I had to step in and explain kind of like what's going on with this clock spring and this short hub piece. But I did a little bit of research, and from what it seems like, either like the short hub piece, it says it's for the E36 and this is supposed to work, but I don't think it works with the M3. I think what you actually need to do is get the clock spring off of like a 328 or like a base model 3 series and use that clock spring in order to retain all of the clock spring's functions. So like when you hit the turn signal and then you turn the wheel and then you turn it back and it automatically clicks up and turns off, like things like that won't work if you don't have the clock spring. Obviously we are getting rid of the airbag anyways, so that doesn't really matter. But what I'm gonna try and do is source a 328 or like a base model 3 series clock spring and see if I can make that work with this short hub and everything else. I still ended up installing the steering wheel and making it work. It's just that I don't have those functions that the clock spring retains. And so yeah, it's a bit of a learning process, but I'm going through a bunch of different videos and there's a lot of conflicting information. Just trying to figure out like what actually works. So if you have done this before and you have like a better remedy, feel free to comment down below. I don't know if there's like a different short hub that I need for the M3, but I couldn't find anything. You'll also notice that I didn't hook up my horn. That's because my horn never even worked in the first place. So that's also something that I need to like diagnose. Let's be honest, it's a project car. There's a lot of things that we need to take care of, that being one of them, and I will fix that down the road. So I think I'll do like an update video down the road when I get like the correct clock spring or the correct short hub, and then also when I figure out the horn issue, and then we'll kind of like redo it and set it up. But you will see that we do install it and it does work fine. The quick release is good and everything. I just don't have some of those functions. All right, back to the video. It's starting to look like a race car. So these are actually for your horn. Like if you want to wire up your horn and do all that, you can. My horn in this car never actually worked, but if you want to do all that, you can. Yeah, dude. It looks crazy, dude. It looks so good in this interior. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. This feels really nice too. Tiny little Alcantara wheel. God, it looks so good in this interior. I'm gonna put the little cover on and then we gotta decide, you guys, you want blue? Should we do blue or black? So this is the cover piece. And then they got like this chrome one. Hell no, not doing that. So you either do black, like that, or we do the blue. I made an executive decision. Went with the black. If the blue matched, I would say yes, but it's kind of cheesy being that it didn't match. So dude, this looks really freaking good. I mean, just Amazon, bro, like crushing it with the Amazon mods. This is awesome. Oh my God, it's so much nicer. Yes, sir. We are on to greatness with this car, you guys. It's nice, man. It's a lot more like snappy. The car feels more snappy now because it's such a small wheel. So I still got to get in alignment. That's why the steering wheel is like a little bit that way when the car is going straight. Desperately need an alignment in this car, which we will do soon. But yeah, man, this is good. This is good. No more wind buffeting. All right, I can do this. This is a lot better than what we had. I'm into it. It's a cool little setup, man. I've never had like a quick release steering wheel. It's very small. It makes turning feel like much more snappy, you know? This cage, dude. It's like a full-on little race car. I love it. Yeah, I'm digging this. This car desperately needs an alignment. I'm gonna try and get in next week and get that done because She's rough, man. She's rough. She's kind of all over the road right now. This car is like a go-kart, man. Just imagine it like really fast though, like with 400 wheel or something like that. Like fast for this car, it would be crazy. Cause like everything in this car feels so fast. That dude just broke his neck on this car. The kid was like, oh, just like pointed at the car. It was really easy for me because the horn never worked, so I never like intended on using the horn anyways. But like if you have to do the horn, you have to wire a bunch of stuff up. It doesn't look too bad. There's no instructions with this stuff. You just have to like figure it out. So I was using like a collaboration of different YouTube videos to try and like piecemeal these instructions together. It was a bit of a mess, but yeah, I mean, we made it work. Other than the fact that my steering wheel is crooked while I'm going straight. Soon we will get a proper alignment, and this will be clocked dead even at 12. And then we can go ahead and, because what you don't want to do is, just because your alignment is out of whack, you don't want to take the steering wheel and like change where it's at. You want to do that actually in the alignment, because that can throw everything out of whack if you do that. You want to keep this dead center where it was before, and then actually change the alignment, which should make up for where the steering wheel is. That is the proper way to do it. But yeah, man, cool. I'm happy with it. Worked out. Nice little shift boot now. It's coming together, guys. Slowly but surely, this car is like turning into such a cool car. Thoroughly enjoying the process of building this car. It's unlike anything I've ever done before, so kind of like a ground up deal. Well, we ripped it apart and then we're, you know, slowly but surely building the thing up. So just to show you guys how it works, you basically just pull these paddles back and then it pops off the steering wheel, and then you can just throw it right back on. Really cool. Makes it so much easier too, like getting in and out of the car. So I want to give you guys an idea of what it's like when I'm driving and like how close it is, and then the effort of getting out with the steering wheel the way it is. So the bigger steering wheel, that was even more difficult, obviously, because I had less room. So getting out of these buckets, they're very deep. You have to really try. You can't just slide out. You have like the side bolster that you have to hop over. That's what makes it difficult with these wheels. Now, being that it's smaller is obviously a lot easier, but having that, being able to take that off, set it up there, set it to the side, whatever, and then hop out, you have so much more room. It's like 10 times easier without that in there. That's it. All right, so there you guys go. Got some good stuff done today. A little sunroof action, new steering wheel, little shift boot, come together. But yeah, tell me what you guys think about the new wheel. I think it fits pretty well in here, man. Sparco seats, Sparco wheel, white and black. It's kind of the theme we have going on the inside. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I will leave a link down in the description to everything that I used in this video if you want to do this to your M3 or 3 Series or whatever. Feel free to hit those links. But just like that, I appreciate you, love you. Thank you for watching the E36 series. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.